Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to this session. Please let me know if I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Can you all hear me and see me properly? Thank you so much. So, as I mentioned yesterday, just for today, we have a slight time change. Otherwise, we are going ahead with this series at 8 p.m. Today we don't have 8 p.m. session, so that's why this one I am a bit busy at that time. So 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday, you have these editorial sessions going on. Now this is an editorial analysis. First of all, the editorial is from the Hindu newspaper, and what all we do is we cover skimming part, we practice it, we cover grammar part where we observe the rules and also do some other questions and vocabulary. We do some MCQs to make sure that our memory stays on top, like we are able to retain as much as possible. तो वो पावर को बढ़ाने के लिए भी हम प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं. In short, this is a dynamic session for you all. Okay, so make sure not to miss any. For those who are watching me for the first time, my name is Niharika John Mehra. I'm your faculty of English on CGB Mentors. I do have my courses under on our website as well under our exam specific courses. Do check them out. Description में आपको details मिल जाएंगी. Okay? And जल्दी से यहाँ like और share कर दो so we can begin. Skimming के लिए few pointers for all of you. Don't go through the whole names and the whole data or any number. आपको ट्रांसलेट नहीं करना है. डू नॉट ट्रांसलेट. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज रिटन इन इंग्लिश itself. Also stop lip sync. Take a bigger picture here, like a photo of it, and just like in one photo we don't go from object to object. Okay, this is the house, that is the tree, then there is a vehicle, then there is road. You capture the picture, you see it, you look at it just as one. Try to do the same here as well. This will help you in speedily covering the important areas, which will help you to understand कि लिखा क्या है. That's what you have to do. Once you're done reading, please let me know in 1 to 2 lines what is the main essence, main theme of the article. Please start reading. Okay, so time is up. Let me know in two lines what you have understood. I'll start explaining the. Just a second, guys. There was power outage just now. Electricity back. So turn and churn. Okay, on cast count and next census. So of course it's another hot topic going on. You might have read and heard a lot about it. So a caste census should not be allowed to ossify social segmentation. Ossify is a word which we don't get to see a lot. It means, actually it means किसी चीज का fossil में बदल जाना. Something gets hardened and it is in the form that is very rigid, flexible नहीं होता है. So a caste census should not be allowed to harden the social segmentation. It should not make the segmentation rigid. Now what author is saying, let's see. The center's decision to include caste enumeration in the next national census. This decision marks a sharp departure for the ruling BJP from its previous position. So whatever previously it was holding to, now we can see now it's departing from that thing. And enumeration here means census itself. PM had in 2024 targeted the Congress election manifesto promise of a caste census. So earlier in 2024, PM targeted Congress election manifesto promise of a caste census. He said it is as a reflection of its urban nexal thinking. During the general election last year, BJP leaders had asked people for a massive Lok Sabha majority to remodel the constitution. So this is now the background. In general election में BJP leaders wanted, they had asked the people for a massive majority to remodel the constitution. This promise of a constitutional overhaul means again to change something, restructure something, was seen by OBC and Dalit group as a threat to dismantle caste reservation. So these groups, Dalit groups, OBC groups, these people, they conceived this promise as a threat to change, to dismantle, to break down the caste reservations, and partly explains why BJP fell short of an electoral majority and why the majority was not there. जो electoral majority नहीं हुई, because we can see there was an issue going on over here. In 2015, the RSS chiefs call for का मतलब होता है demand for a debate on caste-based reservation led to setbacks for BJP in Bihar elections. So 15 May 2015, 10 years back also something happened that was a setback for BJP. Maharashtra and Haryana Assembly election victories in 24 suggest BJP's plank of Hindu unity and its resistance to caste-based politics continued to retain electoral salience. Now, salience is किसी भी चीज का significance, prominence. So the election victories में we could see BJP का salience कैसा था. But as it turns out, the BJP was probably unsure. BJP wasn't sure of its electoral ground and feared or sensed an undercurrent. Okay, so undercurrent is a force जो कि अभी दिख नहीं रही है, पर it is present, it is hidden. So it sensed there is some kind of force behind in the favor of caste census. पहले तो against थे, but now they saw somewhere, they realized in the middle that there is a favor of people in caste sense, and it could no longer politically ignore, particularly in Bihar, which will vote later this year. तो अब इसको डिले नहीं करा जा सकता, अब इसको इग्नोर नहीं करा सकता. दिस इज व्हाट बीजेपी हैज परसीव्ड. It is now a race to claim credit. Now, what is happening? Now, it is a race where there is a competition of credit should go to whom. The BJP and the opposition have accused each other of undermining social justice. दोनों एक दूसरे को बोलते हैं कि social justice आप नहीं देख रहे हो. National formations, which include BJP, Congress, the left, have historically taken an ambiguous view towards caste claim. Ambiguous means unclear. It was not explicit. It was not a clear-cut view, if not hostile. Hostile means aggressive तो नहीं है, पर clear भी नहीं है. Subaltern parties are parties that mobilized these groups in UP and Bihar displaced all national parties from these states in 90s. तो 90s में सब लेटरन पार्टीज जो थे जिन्होंने ओबीसी को दलित ग्रुप को मोबिलाइज किया था दे डिस्प्लेस्ड ऑल अदर पार्टीज बीजेपी रिस्पॉन्डेड बाय टर्निंग मोर इंक्लूसिव टुवर्ड्स द ओबीसीज अभी इंक्लूड करा है यहाँ पे बीजेपी ने that has culminated in that has resulted concluded in its continuing electoral dominance since 2014 तो वहां पर उनकी डोमिनेंस को कंटिन्यू करने के लिए उन्होंने इंक्लूड करा है इन लोगों को The Congress under Rahul Gandhi started espousing caste justice. So espouse as a verb means to bring together. साथ में लाना. Espouse करना literal meaning होता है to marry someone. But of course इस केस में वो नहीं होगा. तो caste justice को लेकर आए हैं in a remarkable turn in the party's history. Apart from caste census, Mr. Gandhi now seeks the removal of 50% ceiling in reservations. So apart from a caste system, now Mr. Gandhi wants or seeks removal of 50% का एक जो top एक जो थोड़ा सा leeway था इनके लिए and an expansion of reservation in private educational institution. Okay, तो private educational institution में भी कहाँ reservation expand करा जा सकता है. Though there is no evidence yet, अभी तक पक्का नहीं है that the Congress has or will make electoral gains from new steering. यहाँ steering means जो नया खलबली मचाई है. It is evident the BJP is worried. We can see कि BJP worried है. The counting of castes and communities unleashed social forces in colonial India that continue till date. Now this is a flashback. Last when it was done in 1931, it unleashed social forces in colonial India. Okay. And a comprehensive caste count, the first since 1931, is set to unmake and remake many political and social realities. बहुत सारी चीजें बिगड़ भी सकती हैं, बन भी सकती हैं politically and social level पर. A caste census would not automatically result in reservation. ऐसा नहीं है that a caste census would directly give a way for reservation according to population figures, which is obnoxious. Now anything that is obnoxious is something unpleasant. As Article 16(4) makes it clear, अभी क्या बोलता है Constitution? Special provision for reservation in favor of any backward class can be made only. Now this article says we can make reservation only if such committee is inadequately represented in public services. So the clause here is कि उनको बराबर से representation मिल ही नहीं रहा है. A caste census should not be allowed to ossify social divisions. Caste census के कारण divisions और ज़्यादा मजबूत नहीं होने चाहिए, but only used to better target benefits of affirmative action. But it should be used in a way where people do get benefits through positive actions and division नहीं लेकर आई है. Okay, so something very deep and lot of contrast in itself we can see जो यहाँ पे मिल रहा है. Let's quickly see the vocabulary. Ossify is to become rigid, inflexible. It is a verb. Harden करना, कठोर हो जाना. Fossilize मतलब ऐसा जम गए कि आप पिछले फॉर्म में नहीं जा पाएंगे. Enumeration, shun words, noun. This is the act of counting or listing systematically. किसी चीज को लिस्ट करना, गणना करना सेंसस के लिए भी बोला जाता है. Enumerate, नंबर में काउंट करना. Overhaul is a comprehensive reform or change, restructuring, पूरा बदलाव, पुनर्गठन. Yeah, Planck in the political way is a core idea, the principle जिसके ऊपर वो politics चल रही है, एक political party का agenda. Salience is prominence or importance. किसी बात की significance है, कोई चीज की प्रमुखता है, so we call it salience of something. Ambiguous is unclear, contradictory. It is equivocal, स्पष्ट नहीं है, उसके 2-3 मीनिंग निकल रहे हैं, so you can take whatever you want. Any such thing. आपकी questions में error detection में you get ambiguity. The error is where things are unclear and hence that word is errorsome. Subaltern, this is socially or politically marginalized group. Underprivileged हैं, oppressed हैं, inadequately उनको power मिली हुई है. Espousing is to support, embrace, समर्थन करना, अपना लेना, अपना बना लेना, to advocate an idea. Obnoxious, us words, adjectives, highly offensive. Obnoxious is not just थोड़ा छोटा मोटा बुरा लगना. It is something that is super duper unpleasant. You do not like it at all. Okay? Affirmative action is a positive discrimination. It is policies for promoting opportunities to disadvantaged groups, something we are doing so that these groups may have our full support. Manifesto is a public declaration of policies and goals. घोषणा पत्र किसी प्रकार का platform where you are proclaiming these are the things we are going to do. Undercurrent is a fancy word, you can use this one, that is a hidden or subtle influence. Some force, some kind of sentiment which is underlying, okay, छुपा हुआ प्रभाव है उसका, you cannot see the direct impact of it, but yes, it is there. Culminate is to conclude, reaching to the highest or the point where you have a decision now. Culminate करना, चरम सीमा पर पहुंचना या परिणाम स्वरूप कुछ अगर आपको मिल रहा है. Okay, चलो. Now it's your turn to answer some questions. See, this is the way you exercise grammar rules, because when we do the theory, it is a simple plain rule. But when it is applied and used in a sentence, वो बहुत अपने form बदलता है. And that's why it's important for us to understand things. Okay. Give me the subject and verb of this sentence. The center's decision, this is your noun, the first noun of the sentence, and it should of course be without apostrophe, which is singular. To include marks a sharp departure. So that is the subject verb agreement. ये जो बात बोली है, it is in simple present tense. Okay. Okay. This sentence, subject verb agreement, subject and verb. This sentence that I have marked. Okay, verb. The Maharashtra and Haryana Assembly election victories. So my first main noun is this. In 24 suggested that BJP's plank of Hindu unity and its resistance continued to. So we see that यहाँ पे continued something, victories continued to retain electoral salience. Victories plural noun है. Anyways V2 है, past tense लगा है, so doesn't matter, agreement में इतना फर्क ही नहीं पड़ेगा आपको. So this is your main verb, continued. Okay. Victories cannot be your verb ना, victories तो यहाँ noun है. Okay, next one. पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच बताओगे आप लोग दिस वर्ड. Part of speech of this word. Make sure to like and share the session, guys, and subscribe if you are new. Okay, so please understand setback or setbacks, it's a noun here. Lead या led के साथ का to is given. Led to what? Answer to what is always a noun. So you check this word or you analyze this sentence with this word knowing that it is a noun, and in your mind you will start processing automatically ये सही है कि नहीं. Okay. One last question before we go ahead. Part of speech of this word. I'll again mark the word for you. Pardon me. This word. Again, now this is a word which comes in the category of noun, also category of verb. So we need to see how it is used in a sentence. Have historically taken an ambiguous view. Ambiguous adjective hai. If not, hostile is just breaking that noun and adjective to give us more context. This is a fragment here. So ambiguous view, it is also a noun. Okay. We'll see summary and then we will do some questions. So summary goes like this. The editorial reflects the center's shift in position to now support a caste census. Earlier, it wasn't in the support, despite earlier BJP opposition. This political reversal stems from electoral pressure, especially from the OBC and Dalit constituencies. Those who viewed past rhetoric as threatening. So previously in the past, we saw BJP saw a lot of opposition from these groups, these constituencies. So now it is ready to do it. While historically, national parties avoided caste-centric politics. Earlier, we didn't see this happening. The changing political ground, especially after 24, has pushed both of the parties to engage in these caste discourse. Caste के ऊपर इतना नहीं होता था, but now they are doing it. The editorial warns that while a caste census could help target affirmative action, we can go ahead and do something good for the marginalized groups. It must not ossify caste identities. Caste identities को ऐसे पक्का कर दे कि इस तरह rigid हो जाए चीजें कि हम कुछ और बाहर कर ही नहीं पाए, नहीं होना चाहिए. Or lead to mechanistic reservation based solely on numbers. Numbers alone should not decide, which would violate the spirit of Article 16. It is a critical moment with potential to reshape India's socio-political structure. So this caste census can have a huge impact on socio-political scenario of India. Now, essays that we can see from this type of topic or content is caste census. Is it a tool for empowerment or fragmentation? Is it good or bad in simple terms? Politics of enumeration. Enumeration is census only. Counting identities in a democracy. Is it even something that should come under democracy? Is it valid? Affirmative action in the 21st century, is data driven justice enough? Just based on numbers, can we decide who gets some benefits and who don't? Hello. This is the first question. You can start answering now. Please answer, guys. Firstly, there is a whole video here where Sir Ashok Sir has explained. Please check that video out. Okay, so her answer is D. According to Article 60, preservation for a community is permissible only when community is inadequately presented in public services. This was directly given in the passage in the article. I'm so much used to explaining RCs that even for articles now I use the word passage. It is a passage, anyways. Answer to this one is B. What contradiction does editorial highlight? It initially rejected the enumeration but now endorses, means supports it post election setbacks. क्योंकि अब setbacks हो रहे हैं, so they are supporting it. Again, we need to answer everything from a passage, from an article, from the given content, nothing of our own knowledge or what we would like to see. Answer is C. So, which political trend from 90s does editorial refer? The rise of subaltern parties, the ones of supporting, presenting OBCs and the Dalit groups, displacing national parties in UP Bihar. This happened in 90s. Liberalization policies तो mentioned ही नहीं है कांग्रेस की. See, Ram Janmabhoomi movement, liberalization policies, NRC, these terms are not even mentioned. And this is a question which is a direct question. So, through elimination, also, you can go ahead with your right answer. Answer to this one is C. Why is a direct link between population and reservation term obnoxious? Why author is saying? Because of course it contradicts constitutional provision that links reservation to representation and not numbers. What did we see in Article 16? That reservation should be based on if the caste or the group is not adequately represented in service sectors. Okay, but here we get to see just population ka number should not be directly linked with the reservation. So this contradiction is mentioned. C is your answer. Fifth one. For the fifth one, answer is C again. Editorial implies a caste census could have which of the long-term consequence reshaping of socio-political or political and social realities for decades. That was again clearly mentioned. Let's get into error detection questions now. Answer करना है आपको यहाँ पे. Come on, guys. Answer is E. The centers shift in what? Policy. Policy to support. Support whom? The caste enumeration. Shift marks a major retreat. कैसी? Ideological adjective. Retreat is singular, that has disoriented even again because it is singular its core base. So A is the answer here. Though national parties had avoided. Now this is your verb. I need an adverb if I want to modify verb. It is the verb. It is the action of adverb. So though national parties had long avoided, long can be used as an adverb, but of course longed nahi hoga. Overt caste positioning. The current shift is what? Emblematic. This is adjective of an anxious recalibration. What kind of recalibration? Electoral recalibration. Okay. So for question number 3, answer is C. A caste census, if conducted solely to appease electoral segments, so if की condition हो गई. The risks ossify social divisions and undermining national integration. Now यहाँ पे अगर मैं बोलती हूँ कि a caste census if conducted solely to appease electoral segments. Now census risks, ये तो verb हो गया. So verb risks what, answer to what has to be a gerund, and we have another gerund present over here. So parallelism भी help कर रहा है मुझे. So this census risks ossifying. Okay, so we have ossifying here, जो कि parallelism में आएगा. This risks ossifying divisions and undermining integration. Did you get it? Let me know if there is still any confusion in this sentence. Would plus V1. I will check that. Are you talking about the structure of conditional sentence, or you are simply asking me can V1 come after would? Because any modal verb, if directly a verb is given, it will be verb first form. Answer the fourth one. Very good. So the editorial warns that caste enumeration will not result in something. किसी में result होता है तो we say result in, not result at. Result in proportional reservation as limits still apply. Limits plural है तो apply. Now would वाला isn't, we should see first segment to follow letter part. See, the problem was with this partner, because I'm already using this as main verb of my sentence. I cannot have two main verbs back to back. Also, ossify is something, if I wanted to use as a verb, उसके लिए plural subject होना था. So caste census, if conducted solely to appease electoral segment. So ये तो if का fragment हो गया, इसको थोड़ी देर के लिए हटा दो, ठीक है? Now, a caste census already risks what? Risks people. It risks integration. It risks harmony. It risks peace. What? So, the first answer to what, if not a noun, is going to be a gerund. That's how I know problem is in this word, not this word. ये तो बराबर जा रहा है. It risks undermining. तो यहाँ पर ossifying होना था. Okay. Fifth one. It is not the typical conditional segment. No, अगर typical conditional segment होता तो if के साथ you will get a subject, a verb and an object, and there will be another subject and verb and object in the sentence. पर वो if के साथ fragment था, ये structure था ही नहीं. Okay, answer to this one is D. Can anyone tell me the correction? Rahul Gandhi's advocacy for expanding what? Reservation, where? In education. See, expanding and repealing the 50% cap. Advocacy singular है तो इस वजह से has आया. Has not yet yielded. Okay, not पहले आएगा, yet बाद में आएगा. We have to be very careful with adverbs with respect to where we are using. So position of adverbs is an important thing to check in any sentence, especially error detection के लिए. Okay, exactly. So yet not नहीं आएगा, not yet आएगा. Has not yet yielded measurable gains. So that's the right use of the adverb. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much all of you for being here. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow now, and we will continue with our regular time of 8 p.m. Just in case if you find this time better suited, please let us know in the comment section. Okay, not in the chat. Let the class get over. In the comment you can let us know, ma'am, 1:30 timing is better for this class than the 8 p.m. timing, so we can always work on that. Okay, thank you. Thank you and take care, all of you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Don't forget to like.